doing a Shaggy Bob on my client Elise, and we're going to be doing, well, we need to discuss what we're going to be doing. Maybe take a look at some photos, some inspo photos. But the plan is we're going to do I'm going to use the guarded razor first because I'm going to be doing highlights in her hair after. So I want to give her haircut first so I know where to place the foils. We're gonna do some sort of bang and maybe shorten it up a bit and a little bit of layers. Right now she has like a pretty, just like one length haircut. We've been doing like a long bob, but now we're gonna do something a little bit more layered and not too much shorter. I don't think I wanna go too short, but definitely some sort of bang in the front. So let's look at some inspo photos first, if my internet works.
One that I liked from your email.
Okay, yeah, which one was it?
It was the one with the blonde, with the bangs that were kind of like curtain.
Yes, that one's cute.
I don't know if that would show up on there.
I have a bunch.
I liked that one, because it was kind of longer.
Yeah.
And it seemed like my hair. With the waviness and everything.
That one, yeah, that's really cute. Okay, cool.
Like that one.
Yeah, I'll save that. Yeah, really like that one a lot. I love the long bangs, and like the highlights will kind of look like that as well. Awesome. Okay, cool. So we have a plan. And so yeah, I'm gonna be doing her cut first and then getting into the highlights, and then we'll be done. Let's get into the haircut. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split Elise's hair in half in the back and flip all this away. Where I want to start the perimeter, and I am going to make the underneath a little bit shorter than what's going to fall on top, because that'll just make the bob kind of tuck underneath a little bit better. Let's split this in half. Put your head down. Yeah, I think I'm going to go maybe about 2 inches shorter there. I'm going to be using the guarded razor. And pulling it tight, and then just little medium strokes with the razor. And pulling it back. And then just continue that up to the top. I'm taking about 1-inch sections because her hair is pretty fine. So if her hair was really, really dense, I would probably take smaller sections. All the way to the top. I'll still be able to pull it back in a ponytail for sure. Have you met all my dogs? You've met Evie, I know. Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to get Juan and Leroy in here. Yeah. Leroy's hilarious. Love him. Just a big goofy hound dog. Okay, so I got the back. And I brought once I got to the top of the occipital, I made each section go a little bit longer than the first section that I cut, because that'll just help the bob kind of tuck under a little bit better. Okay, so now onto the sides, and I'm going to take a part or a section right at the recession, like a horseshoe, half a horseshoe shape. And then I'm going to bring this section back a little bit and cut that. Got a cute little bob angle. Bring the rest down, back, and cut. Yep. Other side. Established. Now the fun part, the bangs. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So for the bangs, I'm going to start very gently and then kind of see if I need to add a little bit more hair. So I'm going to take, it's going to be, the bangs are a little bit curtainy in the picture, so I think I'm going to have the bangs start around her eyebrow level. I'm going to take a little, I'm going to play with her part and take a little corner right here and over direct it. And do the same on the other side. Gradually add it and just kind of see how it's looking. If it needs more hair, I'll add more hair to it. This is the nice part about dry cutting, is you kind of get an instant idea of what the haircut's going to look like as opposed to it being wet. And bring a little bit more forward. And I stop right at the top of the recession. That's where my bang's going to end. Cute. That's looking good. So cute. We got a little bang there now. And then the last thing to do, well, there's a couple things I'm going to do now. I'm going to do a little bit of bits right here on the side. So when she puts her hair up, she has like little cheek huggers there. And then I'm just gonna bring everything in front of the ear forward and slightly layer it, but gonna leave this alone because that gives the strength to the bob. I don't want to over layer that. Okay, got these little bits there. I'm gonna leave that alone. And then the same on the other side. Last thing I'm going to do is do another half horseshoe where the recession starts to the back, and I'm going to slightly layer her hair. I'm going to pull it up and I'm going to point the razor going up, and then I'm going to take a little bit in the back, like a little kind of triangle-y shape. kind of a round triangle shape, I guess, like this. I'm just gonna slightly layer that, but I'm gonna do it with the razor going the opposite way. So bring it up like this. I'm gonna go in like this. And this just helps give a little bit of volume in this area right here. All right, and do the same on this side. Okay, let's see how it's looking. Yeah, it's looking really good. So this is kind of a rough outline, obviously, since we did it dry. But I'm gonna get the highlights in her hair and style it, and then I'll show you the final result. Okay, so after highlighting Elise's hair, I'm now going to style it. And she mentioned to me that she really wants to start air drying her hair more and enhancing her natural wave. So I'm gonna show her a few different ways to do that. And I'm gonna be using O&M's styling products today. So I'm gonna do their Color Lock Milk Spray, which is great for any color treated hair or blondes. And it's a really nice detangling, it's kind of like an amplified leave-in conditioner. And it has UV protection from the sun, so color doesn't fade, and heat protection, and it smells really good. It's like one of my favorite products right now. And then I'm going to cocktail their curl, it's called the Curl line from O&M, cocktail their gel and their cream together. So first I'm gonna put this Color Core Restore spray in her hair. And this also helps with frizz too. And I know Elise was telling me that she's been dealing with frizz. And I'm going to comb it through the hair. So for the bangs, there's two different ways I like to air dry bangs, especially curtain bangs. So I will just take my comb and push the bangs forward and then put my finger, let me go on this side, and then I'll put my finger in the center here and just shape it with my comb. Yeah, it's already like wanting to curl. It looks so good. And then take the product. So one pump of the gel and one pump of the cream and kind of cocktail that together. So I'll rake it through and then I'll comb it through. But yeah, I like to comb the bangs down and then split it. Oh, that looks good. And there's two ways I can have her style this at home, either with one of these creaseless clips and kind of pinch the bangs together and put it in the center like that and just have her air dry like that. And I like to take the tendrils and just kind of shape it with my finger, this side going back and this side going back. So you can see her hair is it's got a nice curl and wave to it. So I'm just taking little sections and cupping it with my hand. And that's how I would have her air dry it at home. And also make sure you don't touch it because touching it causes frizz while it's drying and it breaks up the curl pattern. So this is how I would have her do it at home. Very simple, very easy. But yeah, just remember not to touch it and just let it do its thing. I sometimes have clients just sit outside and use the sun to dry it, but today we're gonna speed it up a bit. I'm gonna diffuse her hair. Another way would be to use a headband and do the same thing, but bring the headband over and have her air dry it with the headband, and that'll create, this is really nice for people with really strong cowlicks too, because the headband will help encourage the bangs to lay better. So I'm gonna go ahead and diffuse her hair and then we'll see the final result. gonna do one quick thing. I'm gonna use Style Guru from O&M and just do a tiny bit of the cream in my fingers and just kind of shape the bangs and smooth out any frizzy bits. It's so cute. I think I'll get a mirror so you can see it. But I love how the bang came out. It just makes such a huge difference. And then I kind of, once the hair's like 90% dry, it's not completely dry from the diffusing, but I'll get in there, kind of rough it up a bit. Yeah, so cute. And so easy to style at home too. All right, let me take the cape off. There you go. Okay.
Awesome.
So this is the final result of Elise's hair. We did some highlights. I used all O&M, and styling products are all O&M. And so this is my Shaggy Bob, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and are able to put this into use into the salon. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.